Hello and welcome back to Ero Pc F2, where today we are going to be racing around the Autodromo. I'm not even going to try it. I was going to do the whole thing of trying to say the Autodromo Dino Enzo Ferrari, whatever it's called. And then, yeah, nah, it's not worked. I've messed up. Oh well. So, in this tier. Well, we already have the championship winner, and it is. Do you know in the Mercedes? However, the Mercedes still haven't quite won the constructors yet, but I mean they probably will today. I believe if they just score, actually I say just score, but if they score 26 points, then they will win the constructors championship. And also, I've just seen apparently we got rain. Oh, this is going to be great. Everyone, that could definitely spice things up, as it's also quite dark here. We're starting to get a bit cloudy in qualifying. But we will stay on board with this first, for this first lap with Owen. He will be most likely the first car to start a lap here. So, this is my attempt at an extensive track ride. Hopefully Adam is proud of me after this. Anyway, so activating the DRS and crossing the start finish line here in Imola. So this is the only DRS straight on the track where the majority of overtakes will be occurring. As into Tamburello we go, where the sausage curbs are quite deadly. Owen almost wins a bit wide onto the grass there, as he heads up towards turns 5 and 6, where you sort of just want to chuck it in, try and hook a bit of the curbs, but again there's some deadly sausage curbs. Up into Tosa, where there's a variation of lines you can take through there. And Owen gets it quite nicely as he goes up towards Piratella here, another quick corner where you just want to chuck it in, try not to run wide and invalidate on the exit. As then into Aqua Minerale, one of the hardest corners to get right, as you can sometimes get a lot of oversteer, sending you flying into a wall. As out to the Variante Alta chicane, as Owen invalidates there, but we'll stay on board just to finish the lap. Actually, now we'll jump on board with Cody as Owen's backed off. Cody's also invalidated, but just to finish the lap off, down a bit of a straight after the Variante Alta. So if you get a good run from there, and then you go down to Ravat, so there could be an opportunity for an overtake, but the corner is not exactly the widest, so I'm not sure if we're going to be seeing that. As everyone's invalidating here, this is great. David Power, he's not invalidated, so the first lap will be with the Aston Martin driver, and it's going to be a 16.3 to start us off here. And that will be followed by, no, it won't be followed by Imchaz, he's invalidated, so it'll be followed by Adam Matusiak.
Sorry, I'm back. I just wanted to point out, how would you see, you got purple sector 1 and 2, so more to stay on board with him.
As Matusiak takes provisional pole. There's a McLaren in a wall somewhere. As we have Adam and Ferdy coming to the line. Adam's first with a 16.8 and Ferdy goes fastest. Okay, 1.4 seconds quicker already with a 14.9. Okay.
I did tell you to stay on him.
As Paul to say 15.9, which I was going to say is decent for a first run here. As you know, just a 15.8 on media, yeah, okay. Nothing out of the ordinary really, is it?
No,
sort of
really.
what we've been seeing all season, as Daryl to say 16.4. And next will be Cody on the mediums. Who look like he was going to the pits there.
Adam's got purple sector 1, I'm going to stick with him.
As Alfie goes up to second place with a mid-15 time, which is nice for the Red Bull. Definitely able to improve that a bit, as Majinski's on a purple sector 1. And someone else jumped up, that's Injaz in the Alpha Tauri. And there's a Williams coming to our line, that's Adam Matusiak on a second run, who jumps up to second.
Next is Adam to the line.
He's 8 tenths up at the moment. And if he's got
Did
more time to find here, and he's got no battery though, so that's not going to help him. And to the line, it's going to be a 15.8, which does put him 4th, but...
Could have gone past Alfie if he had probably more battery, because he was going pretty quick, but I think he kind of nearly ruined his lap by going up Ero Emilia-Romagna. I hope you said that correctly, I do not know.
You've actually got it spot on, well done. As Majinski to the line, he was going quick, and he has put himself up to 3rd. Someone who's had a few troubles with qualifying this season. And a lot of the times he's asked to start from the back and pulls very good comeback drives. Sort of what he's been known for this season. As I've completely forgot to ask if the stream's all good. I assume you've checked that.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Yeah,
You
good.
sound fine.
Better
I can
than
hear
last
myself.
week.
A lot
Yeah.
better than last week. But
I
nothing
just
worked.
wasn't there for the first minute. Or 2. Or maybe 5.
Solo commentary from me, what can I say?
Right. So, we have Rajpal here, who gets a purple middle sector. And takes Oriental Alto quite nicely. Doesn't run wide and invalidate. And now he's heading down towards Ravazza. One of the hardest corners to get correct, especially if you know you're on a good lap. It can actually become quite stressful. As doesn't seem to be an issue for the Alpine. As up to line he goes, and Adam has collided with the other Adam, and they've both got a 5-place grid penalty. Now, I'm not sure what's happened there, as Adam's in the pit lane.
Huh.
And the other Adam is also in the pit lane, so he's crashed into him going into the pits.
He must have maybe brake checked, or one of them might have broke and then they even didn't realise. That's what I'm going to assume.
Yeah.
Or they just tried going side on side into the pit lane.
Don't know, maybe they just want to
Which
say
I
hello
don't
to
know if
each
it's a
other.
good idea.
But Red Bull here are doing very well, and they need this to keep their hopes of the Constructors' Championship alive. And at the moment, sitting 1st and 4th with Mercedes 5th and 6th. I don't think that'll be enough points to keep them in it, in terms of as much as an advantage they need, but they definitely have a course to improve, but, I mean, so does Dino, who
I thought Elliot spun, but he just moved it the way off the line.
currently preparing for a lap. Currently in 6th, but that time was on mediums, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him jump into the 14s here. As well, confirming the championship, he was very, very good this season. Been a very clean, quick, consistent season for him. And a good battle with Owen, who unfortunately fell short.
Yeah, we won't talk about what happened.
All what we need to say is you can see what happened in the short that was uploaded onto the channel called Diagnosis Skill Issue, if you are interested to see how Owen did lose his championship. So we'll stay on board with Dino as he takes Tamburello very nicely to start off the lap. And up towards turn 5 and 6, which I don't know what it's called. The only corners I don't know what they're called, so if someone could let me know, that'd be great.
Corner Uno Dumo. There you go. That's not what its name is. We'll name it that.
6. Also, get your predictions in the chat. I think we got a poll up if you want to check who people
Yeah, the
think
poll
are gonna
actually poll's actually working today.
That's Dino beautifully on the exit of Peratella there and manages to get it bang on in track limits. A great line through Aqua Minerali as well, and up to Varianta Alta. This is a quick lap, and he's 6 tenths up already. And that'd be a 15.2, and if he's got more time to find, this could challenge 30. As he gets a good run through Varianta Alta, and they down towards Ravazza, the final 2 corners. Picks his braking point around the black box on the side as David Power's gone quickest with a 14.8. I didn't even realise he was on a lap. As Dino to the line, it's going to be a 14.8 as well and put him onto provisional pole. As Cody has become the first victim of Aqua Minerali.
It's very unfortunate for him. He hasn't had a very good last few races.
And it definitely will be Aqua Minerali. Considering Aqua's water in Italian, probably. I think the corners literally translates to mineral water. Is the name of it in English. So I've just seen Mijakovsky in the Alpine, who's jumped to 4th.
the most pointless fact that no one needs to know. But I'm
Exactly.
happy you know it.
Fun facts with it. We have that a lot here.
That's true. Back to the poll. 60% on Dino winning. 20 on Elliot, 20 on Sorensen, and obviously there's none on
Owen's on a
Bowen
good lap
to do
here,
maths.
and puts himself fourth. So the top 5 here, very close, which is good to see. I know there's a lot of people on a lap in the final sector, and I saw Paul was doing well, but it looks like he's backed off a little bit. I'm not sure. As Daryl is 1,000th down on his time, but we do have Imchaz coming to the line, who is half a second up, and is going to go up to P8. And Paul is still improving, but not as much as he was with a purple sector born, and it's going to be a 15.4, which puts him in 9th. Anyways, I never got to finish my terrible joke about aqua minerale. I said it's definitely going to be like mineral water when it's raining in the race, but no one needed to hear that because it's a terrible joke.
Adam comes to line, doesn't improve. Oh no, it does, it goes to P10 though.
I was going to say he went up by 9 tenths.
Sorry, I'm just very blind.
Adam Matusiak's 20 seconds down, so I don't think he's going to be improving. Owen, maybe? This doesn't look like he's pushing full throttle. Yeah, no, he's not. Paul's backed off. Yeah, literally everyone's just chilling in the pits, pretty much.
Well, one driver I'm happy to see back after my absences of commentary is Elliot Sorensen for the penultimate
He's had a few
race.
absences himself on the races, but it's nice to see him back. Obviously,
Yeah,
he was a contender, or looked like a contender in the early phase for the championship.
Yeah, after some unfortunate race, I don't know what you want to call it.
Some incidents that happened, like China, where he got taken out turn 1. That wasn't ideal for him.
Portugal, same thing pretty much happened as well.
Yeah, when a McLaren lost it and then went absolutely flying across the glass, and unfortunately he just got collected, which is just not fun.
Not ideal for Elliot in that scenario.
He's doing well on this lap, as that's a 24.4 first sector, and got a bit hesitant there through Tosa as he nearly hit the inside curb, which is essentially a death trap. We also have 30 on a lap further along, and he's 6 tenths up.
Yeah, I'm saying 30's on a blinder currently, so this could potentially be provisional pole, maybe.
By an absolute landslide as he comes down into Ravazza. And right on the edge of track limits, and a good exit there. And they're up to the line. The Red Bull is going to do a 14.3.
That's pretty good.
Okay, right, nice.
Hopefully Elliot can push himself into the top 10, which shouldn't be too much for a hassle for him.
It's going to be a 116 flat, which is 13th at the moment.
So, what I just said kind of maybe jinxed him, but we won't talk about
it. Is
that, as he will
run,
probably
so
improve. Yeah, that's true. Get a banker in.
I think he barely has enough time to get back to the pits and back out, because Imola is, well, not exactly the longest of tracks.
I mean, who knows, maybe this is his plan, to go on the alternative shot.
We have Rajpal on a lap, who getting a bit of grass there, going in towards Tamburello, but it's not going to affect him much as up towards turns 5 and 6. I wonder if anyone in the chat's told me what that's called. I can't check it, but you can.
That is true. No one has said.
Rajpal's a 10th up here, and at the moment, I wouldn't put him any higher than he currently is, but
Too far. I'll do some research for you.
As he's run a bit wide through Piratella. And then through Aqua Minerale, he actually gets a nice run. So we'll see how he is in comparison to his previous time. He's a 10th.5 down. And I have a feeling that was due to Piratella's third. He's just retired already. He's just gone to the pits and had enough.
Yeah, I can't lie. I really can't be asked to even try and pronounce the names. I would rather just not.
Nah, give us a go.
We'll just
turn 5 and
6.
God.
Turn 5 is, I believe, Villeneuve. definitely butchers that. Six is
That's the
very
same
hard
thing,
to
I'm
say.
pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're both the same.
It's just one call. Say it's Villeneuve. Alright.
Yeah, yeah, that one.
Not
Yeah.
Villeneuve or whatever you said.
We'll just move on from that.
Yeah. People are gonna absolutely hate you in the chat.
It's nothing new really.
Anyway, Paul's half a 10th up here. And doesn't get the best of lines through Tosa. As he did go on the gravel just before. As he's run wide at Piratella, and that's his lap over. We don't have Alfie, who's literally right behind him, who's on a valid lap and going into Aqua Minerale. And
I just have to cut you off.
And backs off his lap.
Another victim was claimed.
Oh gosh, Paul's got a bit low there.
Minerale.
You have Imshaz on a lap.
Yeah, Ferraz was another victim of Aqua Minerale. But luckily he didn't DNF at all. On his outlap.
We have Adam Matusiak, he's now a 10th and a half down on his time. So we're going with the AlphaTauri of Imshaz. Currently in 9th, but definitely could find more time as he is already 2/10ths up. As again, similar to Alfie, the car just absolutely sliding, losing the back end a bit through Aqua Minerale, but he's still a 10th up. However, got a bit too much on the curb there as Majinski's just letting him through.
I'm not surprised the game didn't just disqualify.
Yeah, I was going to say,
yeah.
he parked for quite a bit there, which the game's stupid and will disqualify you for. As my voice just absolutely cracked. As Imchas comes to the line and stays P9 and does not improve, unfortunately. As I'm trying to find someone who's on a lap and improving or not invalid. As you'd think I'd be able to find someone, but it's actually a bit more difficult. So we have Adam Matusiak.
Majinski's lagging. I'm not sure if he's. I don't think he's decent. I think he's just having a bit of connection problems.
It's also gone very dark. Hopefully it doesn't start raining, otherwise everyone's final runs could be cut a bit short.
Majinski has just spun back onto track. He started out pretty nicely though.
Matusiak's now a 10th and a half down, so the track's not really improving. Yeah, oh my, that was close between Majinski and I.
Yeah, I think Majinski's tyres are
pit.
just not happy after his little moment.
Imchaz has gone purple in the middle sector and gets a decent line at Varianta Alta.
Do you know if it's going to rain in the race? I assume
yes,
it will.
It is. Yeah, it's raining.
Start, end, middle? Or
no, people just saying rain.
I'm assuming it's going to rain the start
the
of the
whole
race.
way through because no one's choosing to start on mediums, I'm assuming. As Imchaz goes 6th on his final run, Alfie's 2 seconds down, so he won't be improving. There's a McLaren in the wall, and that's Majinski. Daryl's
also spun, I think. Another victim
next to the line, and he can only manage 15th.
Not ideal for him.
This isn't a very good fight. No, literally no one else on the lap's improving. That's literally the end of qualifying. Oh.
Yeah. Well,
that was a bit anticlimactic to end us off. I mean, Dino did improve to a 14.6, I saw.
The pole has also changed. It's now 14 to Elliot and someone else, and 71 to Dino. So, we already know who the fan favourite is so far to win the race.
So we have a Croatian front row lockout. I think this could be interesting. Will Mercedes be able to win the Constructors? Well, with their starting positions, no. And Red Bull will actually gain points as they've had a good qualifying here, actually. With 1st and 7th. Mercedes are in 2nd and 12th.
Yeah, I don't want to be too harsh on him, but it's not looking the greatest performances from him.
Look how close it is, to be fair. That
whole
middle
true,
thing.
though.
If you just found 1 or 2 tenths anywhere, you jump up from 12th all the way to 7th.
Yeah.
No, not 7th, 8th even. So a very close qualifying. Oh, Adam's also got the grid penalty, so he's going to be starting down in 17th,
Yeah,
which is literally last.
Yeah, that's not exactly ideal for him.
Yes. So, Croatian front row for like the third time in a row now, I believe. I don't even know. It's just becoming the normal.
I just realised.
As David Perez had a very good qualifying for himself.
Why does Alfie have an Indian flag?
Oh, God.
For God's sake.
I'm not sure that's quite his nationality.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see if it's going to rain. At the start. Please.
I mean, for like the past few races, you've been wishing it to
I've
rain.
been wishing it. And
So
it's
if it
apparently rain. Come
rain
on.
here is. Rain here's
Oh
cool,
yes,
right?
it's gonna be full wet, that looks like. It's absolutely tipping it down, go on. Oh, it's gonna be fun.
I mean, you've been dying for.
I
For
wanted wet
time.
Singapore the most, I can't lie.
I don't think anyone would want that because that race was too long, and it would have been too long.
I did,
It would have been longer.
well, I mean, PC1 last week, we had inters for about 2 seconds, and it was absolutely horrible, so that would have been even more exciting. But anyways, so, also in PS F1, I think there was rain, and yeah, it was great. It was very
Well, I mean,
entertaining.
at least having the wet in
Oh,
a
it's
track,
inters,
that's
no.
alright.
I wanted 4 wets.
You never know, could go for it. As
I don't know why I don't know why I'm bothering getting the tyres up.
yeah,
We don't need them
you already
today.
know. You already know what tyres everyone's on. As
Don't
we
need
see
them
some of
today,
the
so
some of the drivers nearly spin trying to get off the grid.
Adam just couldn't be bothered to leave the grid. He's left about 10 minutes late.
Oh, I don't blame him, to be honest.
He's already caught up.
No,
So Owens managed to get himself into third somehow, and it's just leaving, you know, a fair guy.
Tactics. I
Everyone
mean,
else
it
is
can't
sort
be
of
it
just-
can't be as bad as yesterday's, where there's one driver leaving a 30-car gap.
30, might 50. Was that
Yeah,
Ferrari?
well, I couldn't
don't know.
tell you. It
Someone
might
on
have been
PC
us.
did that. So 32 laps. How many people are gonna spin at Aqua Minerale on lap 1?
I actually don't think anyone will spin. I think people will spin going into turn 1 and 2.
I
think
think
someone's
we're
gonna
see a great, almighty load
Safety
of death.
car on lap 1.
I think if there is a safety car lap 1, I'm about to say something really random. I think someone will crash into safety car.
It wouldn't surprise me. No, I mean, if anyone crashes in wet conditions on a safety car, it's nothing new.
I'll tell
It's
you
not
something.
special.
Things would be so satisfying if I had everyone's name on the stream, but there's just one person I don't have the name of.
That is.
That is Mishakovsky, which I couldn't even spell anyway. So, I'd have to copy and paste it.
Good thing I'm not the commentator because I'm missing half the grid. But I mean, good thing I'm not shooting you. I'm a commentator one of it.
So, Ferdy is about 10 minutes ahead of Dinner coming to the grid, and the gaps have sort of not really balanced. It's just groups of cars.
Yeah, Elliot to Adam, there's a gap. But yeah, I can't remember. It might have been Alfie, or it might have been the Alpha.
Matusiak to Alfie. It's between those two. So,
Can we get a good angle?
no. No, we cannot.
Stick to. Can you just.
Literally, they're all the same for me. Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
perfect.
so, for all 5 red lights, and lights out here in Imola, as it's a slow start as everyone's just trying to get the grip, as Owen's got a great start in the McLaren. What a start that is, as he's going to be challenging Ferdy up towards turn 1, as everyone's going flying up. Owen on the inside of the Red Bull, and he's going to go for the move here, as Ferdy has to take to the sausage curbs there, and Owen's already into first. There's contact at the back, and that's Alfie and an AlphaTauri off, and that's Rajpal out the session as well, and Alpine's been collected in the carnage. David Powers up to second, so, and that's a safety car.
There's that VSC, which might sent off a safety car.
Oh my!
Well, I mean, I wasn't wrong.
What a start that is, and I just seen the background. If you want to look back a little bit on stream, just look at the Red Bull and the Alpha Tauri in the background at that. Just go flying. Oh my! So there's a safety car. We have
I mean,
a
yeah,
lot of
nothing
people with
wrong.
damage. Alfie doesn't have
Alfie
a
doesn't.
front wing.
Yeah, Alfie ain't got front wing. Luckily, the not Romeo. That's the whole different car. That's not the right car.
Not a great start for Dino and Ferdy as they've dropped from the front row and swapped with the two guys who were on the second row. So a good start from Owen and David here.
As meetings, he has still connection problems as he kind of just glitches across the track from time to time.
I assume literally.
No idea in the rain.
I assume no one's going to pit unless they've got damage.
Besides Alfie, Alfie should pit, and if he doesn't pit, he's a bit of a tard.
Yeah, he's gone.
As he goes straight into the pits.
It's actually less people with damage than I thought, but yeah. Not a great start for the Red Bull, and not a great start in terms for Ferdy as well, as he's gone from first all the way down to fourth. He was second by turn one, however, did have a bit of a squeeze from Owen, so he did take to the curb to try and avoid any major collision, which, well, that happened elsewhere, as we saw. Two cars flying off, that was great.
David Perez in second. I think he got past Dino and somebody else.
Ferdy.
I can't remember. Yeah, Ferdy. Yeah. So he's just chilling the second behind Owen, who had a fantastic start.
He should jump 3 cars from fourth all the way to first, and he's starting to get really good at these race starts.
Yeah, it's got to be one of the better starts to a race for him.
As Cody's lagging and almost drives straight into the back of his teammate.
Hopefully
he's on ALE mode, so I'm not surprised because the game doesn't like it when you go on ALE mode.
Yeah, the game has a bit of a moment. Hopefully the safety car, when it says it comes in, which obviously won't be now, but whenever it comes in, hopefully it doesn't just going into the back straight. Well,
into this corner like it did yesterday. That was absolutely horrible.
That was the worst time for it to go.
Alfie's literally about to catch up as well. Don't do it.
I know he shouldn't. It's only been one lap.
Alfie's too far behind. Good.
It'll probably come in maybe next lap or a lap onwards.
So, one more lap on the safety car. What a great start to this race. Unfortunately for the Alpine of Reichswald, he is out of this race, and I honestly thought we could have seen 3 or 4 drivers out of the race after what happened there.
I expected the same.
Alfie's lucky to not be out. He went slamming into a wall.
Well, I mean, if we look at the position changes, obviously Alfie and Imitiaz, if I butchered his name, I apologise. They have gone down 9 after their moment. Adam and Cody have gone up 4 places. Owens obviously went from 4th to first.
Raphael's up 5 into 10th, and
yeah.
Raphael's one to watch in the rain. I remember last season in Brazil, he won at the last race of the season with an amazing drive in the intermediate conditions. So he does like the rain, and is a very accomplished driver in the wet, just like Owen is.
I must say, let's just hope that maybe he can get a blind as Owen did, and hopefully he can just do the exact same, trying to get past Showstack and drive us ahead.
I think this could be another chaotic restart, I can't lie. And this race already proving more interesting than basically a lot of the races this season. We've had a few ones which have not been the greatest here in PCF2, with just not too much action recently. However, I mean, Singapore wasn't awful, but anyways, we will be restarting here. Owen just going to pick his point here for when to go, making sure he's not going to go early and the safety car slow him down. As he's going to take this one up towards the line. As you'll see the throttle go down when he decides to go. As he's going to go now. And crawls away, but manages to get a good gap there to David Peller, who has been caught out. And Majinski's also got himself up into 6th ahead of Adam Matusiak. But that's not going to be the end of this fight, as Adam Matusiak's going to fight it back into Tamburello. Majinski's gone a bit deep there and has to take to the gravel. Not much happening at the front, but the midfield, a few fights as Majinski lagging, and he's into a wall there, and that's a massive collision, and that's going to be him out of this race. Meanwhile, Owen still leads the way at the front, with David Peller just struggling a little bit here to keep to grips with him, dropping already a second behind, as my controller's disconnected. Nice. As Dino here also just taking it careful off the restart. And further back we have an absolute mess going on as Imchaz was wide there off the track. And well, he's dropped down to 14th as Alfie on the back of Adam here. Not close enough into Variante Alta to go for a send, and probably not the best idea to do that anyway. As everyone's sort of just going a bit safe, as I've just heard you on Deaf or Mute or whatever. Hello.
Yeah, I kind of spell something.
Owen sets the fastest lap of this race, but that's not going to last long, I doubt. As Imchaz goes to the pit lane with damage. That's unfortunate for the Alpha Tauri, who's been involved in 2 collisions already this race. As Alfie manages to get past Adam there. And go
cheeky long. As the gap between Owen and their power is slowly increasing, as also Dino's gap is increasing, but Dino is staying pretty much within the DRS of power.
Yeah.
Even though there will be literally no DRS. So it doesn't matter.
The rain is a lot lighter than it was at the start, but I don't know if we are going to be swapping to dry at all this race.
I mean, judging by the way the clouds are looking, I couldn't see it change. And if it does change, it'd be probably towards the end.
I didn't know there was a bit of a moment through Variante Alta. And
could have ended very wrong.
I think Verdi and Alfie would have been happy to see that as well. That would have opened the Constructors fight open, as Alfie is ahead of Adam. And Verdi's fighting with up by Dino at the moment, but just not quite able to keep up as much as Owen's absolutely flying there, setting a 25-3.
I mean, as the gap slowly increases by a couple tenths every.
Raphael's getting close to the back of Adam. Showstack here. As it's just not close enough, as this race will be pretty much a race of patience, I think. Just don't make mistakes, keep it consistent, and you should be fine. As Dino here getting right on the back of David Perrin now, and he really needs to get this moved done, as it's just costing him time to Owen. Which, I mean, if the championship wasn't decided last race, then this would be quite an important factor, but, well...
Unfortunately, it's not really winnable anymore for Owen.
Do you know? 4 attempts behind as Elliot picks up the first penalty of the day.
I mean, I guess the only thing Owen's really racing for is pride.
As my Paul is absolutely flying through Variant Alton. That's a yellow flag and Aqua Minerale. And that's Darryl out of the race, and that's the second safety car already.
So that's 2 more than yesterday's race.
Good start.
One more. Yeah, we only made it 10 laps in. We've already had 3 DNFs.
Just interested. No one's going to get to the pits. There's literally no point in doing
so.
Unless you're
That gap Owen formed from David is now nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
As maybe on the next restart, David might hopefully stay within Owen. well, with him, rather
Yeah.
than Owen just stretching his lead.
Well, that's 3 cars, 8 and 7 laps. That's gone very quick as my controller's having an absolute fit.
I mean, I was going to say that it looks like the clouds are clearing up, but they're not. They are predominantly looking more darker.
It's all just light rain. I think it's just going to keep the track like this for quite a while. And if it was a chance of going to dry, I think someone would have reacted by going to the pits.
That is true.
So I don't think the AlphaTauri of Imchaz is going to catch this lap. He might, but I don't think the safety car will go in.
No, I just have to go along. We'll give him the extra lap. However, the safety car does go quite slow around Emilia-Romagna.
Yeah,
as it should.
It's quite catching. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if it didn't, once about 10 people in a wall trying to keep up to the safety car. No, it'd be more fun to be fair. Just allow the safety car to just go flat out through there.
Yeah, let the safety car rise it a bit. Once the safety car reaches the back marker, you can go.
Nah, the safety car should just be able to go in whenever. If the safety car fancies going in halfway through sector 2, then just let it. Just send it through an escape road. Why not? Add some
Yeah,
random
drive for the
practice to the race.
stunts.
Why not?
Yeah, let's just go drive for the stunts. That'll work.
So yeah, we'll probably restart this lap as the AlphaTauri has nearly got to the back now. Well, this started great, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Only 2 more safety cars to get out of the way, then we got pure racing to the end. And we're already a quarter of the way through the race. That went quick.
Yeah.
Well. So, I'm going to try to think of some... I'm just going to get some interesting facts prepared for the next time we have a safety car.
Great.
Guess who doesn't love Luke's fun facts?
Could do some research.
I did some weird ones about Baku before, something about it. I did that in the comments of the PC F3 stream. I just randomly was googling stuff about Baku. Imola.
Could have said for next day. It's in Italy.
Well,
there you go.
It's actually uses. They sometimes represent it with a flag of San Marino, despite not actually being in San Marino. It's about 40 miles away, I'm pretty sure. Which I don't know why it's in kilometers, because get good, use miles. Why not?
At least you can save the Luke's amazing facts for the next safety car, which hopefully will happen within 1 lap.
Hopefully, you mean not hopefully, because we're on some racing, but
That is true. I would like to see racing.
So,
but
time to restart. I think I might get a bit bored of restarting races.
yeah, well, I don't want to give him the curse.
He's gone early this time, hello, and he's gone straight to the pit lane. As everyone's going to the pit, so it's now going to be dry, I think. As yeah, it's literally split 50-50 on if people are going to the pits, so we'll get the tyre data up. And yep, Owen's gone for softs, Dino's gone for mediums. Not sure softs is the best decision. I think it's definitely mediums that make it to the end, potentially, from here.
But maybe it's still undecided if it's going to rain, so that's probably why the drivers are not gambling on the mediums.
Yes. We'll see everyone coming out of the pit lane now.
I mean, the track does look... The track's still a bit wet, but obviously the rain isn't coming in anymore.
There's light bits here and there, still a bit greasy.
I mean,
yeah.
I think the
Owen's already gaining to the back of the group, so...
I think Inters might be okay for maybe 1 lap, and then they'll just drop off.
As yellow flags, and that's Elliot into the wall there. And luckily no damage for the AlphaTauri, so I guess he didn't hit the wall, just a bit of a spin.
Well, I mean, that's one way of warming up your tyres.
As David Perrin's completely over the chicane there, and Adam fighting away with Raphael. Not what you want to be doing, guys, when you need to be pitting this lap.
Yeah, it's also not ideal that both Williams are still into, so one will have to, unless they want to avoid double stacking, one will have to pit.
Yeah, it's definitely dry there.
Yeah, it's not. I think
As
I think the Williams might have to do a double stack.
is a yellow flag, and that's Cody into Aqua Minerali having a bit of a spin.
As Paul taps the wall going into the pit lane.
Yeah, everyone else has gone in there. And Owen's going to have a good lead in this race. 3 seconds over Dina, who has Ferdy right behind him. And Dino's lagging a bit, so that's going to bring Ferdy even closer. And you can see a duel between the two Croatian drivers going into turn 1. They're going to be side by side here. And Dino just sort of backs out there and lets Ferdy through, who is on soft tyres, so I mean, it sort of makes sense. As he also does have Mishakovsky right behind him here. As there's yellow flags, and that's Owen! Oh no. There's another mistake when he's been in the lead of a race and he's really struggling at Tosa as David Pear drifts it on the inside of him, but not quite able to get the move.
Will we see David try and hook it round? I don't think we will, as that is not a good idea. But there's been drivers in the past that to do.
Mishakovsky's got a good run off of Aqua Minerali, and he's going to go for the move into Variante Alta. And it's going to be
a few drivers go wide.
Dina has to run wide there. It's also going to be wanting to get back past David as yellow flags, and that's Elliott again.
Victim to Aqua Minerali. Yeah, it's not looking good for Elliott.
We'll just need whenever that third safety car's going to come.
Yeah, we need that third safety car for him to be.
It's been too long already. What's going on?
Well, I mean, at least DRS is now enabled.
Owen's going for the move here on David Perra, and Mishakovsky's also got himself up. But back over to Owen, he's going to go on the inside and manages to take fourth.
Essentially the same with Cody and Paul, as Cody goes down the inside, and it's a nice little move. I don't know why I should to say that.
The sun's coming out there, it's nice to see as Alfie almost runs into the back of the Haas of Raphael, and that opens up Imshaz for the move, but Alfie's going to not give up fighting this one. And unfortunately, he's not going to be able to maintain 10th in this race. As Adams had some good fortune and managed to find himself up into 7th by pitting straight away for the dry tyres. He's now on the back of Adam Matusiak. The two who collided during qualifying as... Ooh, Raphael's almost hit the back of Adam there. And these guys are all very close. As we have a train of 3 Adams from 6th to 8th for it now. So, we have to call them by their last names. We've got Matusiak, Lapage and Showstack.
Yeah, as Adam 1, 2 and 3 are all fighting for 6th place.
Here comes Adam Lapage, now with the DRS. He's going to try and make a move on Adam Matusiak, and he's not quite close enough. But he still might be on the outside here, but no, he's just going to back off towards the corner. This is an absolute train, this is. As Imshaz is looking for a move on Raphael, but not close enough on this occasion. As Alfie's absolutely sent it, and that's him into a barrier. And Imshaz has also sent one on the inside of Raphael. And he's still going to stay side by side as they come up towards Piratella. And on the inside here, he's going to manage to get the move past the Haas driver.
With the better line as well.
Yeah. The Adams are still, you know, same order in 6th, 7th and 8th. Adam Matusiak, as much as he has the disadvantage of everyone else behind him having DRS, he does have the most battery, so at least he's got something to be happy about, as David Kerr picks up 3 seconds. And Cody gets
unlike Adam with 30%.
Yeah. And Showstack behind's got 90, so he's done very well saving his battery.
Could send a move on Adam. And Adam Troy's just sending him
Okay.
on Matuzak.
Adam could send a move on Adam as Adam Troy. Okay.
Yeah.
As Adam
I mean, I'm
Lapage
not
on
wrong.
the outside here, and not able to get the move. That's going to open up for Showstack. As there's a bit of connection issues here. As Cody's managed to sneak his way into 9th, but he's just going to back out as Imchaz has absolutely sent one. And he's going to
Thrown the
lose out as
car.
Raphael's now having a look. They almost went 3 wide into that corner.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you throw the car approach over a curve.
Yeah,
Especially with the sausage curbs.
it wasn't a great idea. As Cody here on softs is really making the most of it as his yellow flags, and that's Raphael. That's like the 11th spin maybe already.
Yeah, luckily he goes in just in time for Alfie to go through him, as that could have ended really badly for the Red Bull.
Red Bull do need the points as Ferdy does lead the way, so that's a positive for them.
Yeah, I think he needs to step up his game if he wants to try and have a chance of
Keeping
winning
the constructors alive, yeah.
Yeah, as both Mercedes are in points.
And, well, Dino on mediums, probably he'll get to the end. And well, if there's a safety car, it just helps him even more.
Yeah, I'm saying both Dino and Aldo are on mediums, whereas Alfie's on mediums.
But Ferdy's on softs. He's building a gap though, Ferdy, which is what he needed to do. As it's no clear skies essentially. There's a few clouds, but it's a lot brighter all of a sudden. There's yellow flags, and that's Elliot.
Yeah, she's not been out of this race, isn't it?
Still keeping it going. No damage for the AlphaTauri.
Still a good spirit.
Yes. Currently on board with Adam, who's still stuck behind Adam Matusiak.
Yeah, Adam's stuck behind Adam.
As I can't be bothered to use my controller to swap between stuff because it keeps disconnecting, so I'm swapping to my mouse and keyboard. Random facts again. No one cares about.
Well, you know.
The more you know. Dino here, not close enough on this occasion to get past Mijakovsky, who's doing very well. Not a driver we've seen very often. When he has raced, he's been quite decent as Cody's managed to get past Adam Showstack, but he's not going to give up fighting this one. I don't think it's quite on for him to keep the position as Cody's going to just brake later there. Be a bit late, a bit brave on the brakes as he's going to get himself up into 8th here. We also have Adam Matusiak and Adam Lapage still in the same order, but they're a lot closer to each other. And with Cody being on softs, I think there will be a lot more pressure on Adam to try and get past Matusiak here.
Yeah.
So softs are still going to be a lot quicker.
Ideally for Adam, it would be good for him to get past, because then you could try and break away to try and get
yellow flags, and that's David Power.
Never mind, speaking
and
level.
He's retired from the session, as is someone else gone, and that's Paul Hill, and that's 2, and that's a safety car.
That was a bit weird. It, like, Paul didn't ghost it, but neither did David Power, but his ball came off as he hit David? I don't know, it's a bit confusing.
David retired on track, which is not what you want to do. Which may have completely ruined Paul there.
Yeah, which I think caused Paul to DNF as he looked like he just spun into.
As everyone's going into the pits for mediums. Apart from Matusiak and Adam Lapage, who are going to take first and second in this race.
Well, I mean, 2 more DNFs and points all around.
As Alfie also hasn't pitted, and that's going to bring him up into 5th. Ahead of Dino, so interesting position in here.
I mean, logically, I think that was a good move from Alfie.
Yeah.
As if he picked, he probably would have been towards the back still.
Just disconnecting my controller because it's just annoying me.
Yeah, it'd probably look annoying as well.
Yeah. So, we have Adam Matusiak currently leading the way. No one other than Elliot actually has penalties.
I'm kind of surprised about that, to be fair, as this track is kind of notorious for people getting pens.
And I think we're going to have one more lap here under the safety car. So we will be restarting going on to lap 18 here. As
Unless the safety car just ditches Elliot and she says, you know what, we're going in now.
I don't exactly know what keys are to access 11th and 12th place, I've just realised. I know it's 1 to 0 for the top 10, but I don't know how to get 11th and 12th. I don't know if that's an issue.
I thought you just scroll them, or the arrow keys.
Can I? No, you can't use the arrow keys. I can use F7 and F8 though.
Yeah, you probably just better off using that.
Is this the stream? Hold up, is the stream still on the actual screen?
Yep, I think.
It should still be on the race. Okay, yeah, okay, I can just do that. Nice. Good. It's easier to just jump up and down the grid though with this, as I can just literally press one button to go to 4th if I fancy it. So, three drivers staying out: Alfie, Adam Lapage, and Adam Matusiak. As I was going to say Adam, and then someone else's name, but I just realised they're both Adam at the front, so it doesn't quite work.
Adam and Adam.
Cody and the two AlphaTauris have gone for softs actually, which is interesting.
Can softs last the end?
Yes, just about. If they're fresh, then they'll be alright.
Yeah, well, I guess
it will be a bit ropes at the end, but
might pay off for them. I mean, as it stands, if two more drivers stay left, points go around, so
yeah.
Maybe.
What's 90% race distance? Let me do maths. 3.2 times 9, 27. Plus 2.8, 29.8.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it's 90%. Hold on. 3 times 9, 27. It's 28.8. It's 28.8. So that means.
So near enough 29.
Yeah, lap 29. Essentially.
Look
so.
at that. Good maths.
So yeah, Adam Matusiak here. He's going to lead the way as Elliot's apparently got issues with his throttle, which isn't good. As the Williams is going to lead the restart here.
Get a good camera going for this.
I do, and he's going to go a very nice point and get a decent gap to Adam behind, but third, he's right on the back of Adam and could be looking to challenge the Mercedes, as he's going to need to, as Dino's also trying to get past Alfie here on the outside, as they're going to go side by side into turn 1. Alfie has to cut the inside curb and gets a penalty, but that's going to be, is that Dino round? As no, he's just a bit of a slide, but he's managed to keep the car going as Alfie has let Dino back through there. So maybe he felt at fault before the collision, as everyone comes up to us toe, so that's a Haas round, and that's Raphael. As the front 4 here rolled in the train. As Adam trying to take the lead of the race from the other Adam. And not able to do so yet, as there's still yellow flags for Raphael. As I had a bit of a lag spot there, as Mijakovsky looking quick off the restart, as he's right on the back of Ferdy, but just backs out towards the corner. As he also has a bit of an issue, as Ferdy picks up a 3-second penalty there actually. And that is Owen, who's managed to get himself up into 4th. Just ahead of Mijakovsky there, as Himshas close to the back of Alfie. The lead soft runner at the moment is Mijakovsky heads to the pit, so he's picked up damage somewhere. Maybe always backing out towards the corner, as Imshaz makes the move up into 6th and 3rd. He's also got himself up into 2nd here. As Adam now has Owen behind him. And we'll be looking to try and keep the position probably, as Owen is already right on the back of the Mercedes. but it doesn't look like he's going to be close enough to take a podium position in this race. As both the Red Bulls having penalties isn't ideal for them, as they are still looking to win the Constructors, or, well, keep the Constructors fight alive into the final race, but having a penalty is not going to help them, as Ferdy, as you can see ahead, close to the back of Matusiak, but I don't think he's going to be able to get a move, as Owen has a bit of a moment of oversteer on the exit of Variante Alta, and that's going to spare Adam for now. As Hadrusi here, right onto the back of Matusiak, and now in the slipstream with using a bit of his battery to try and get the move done, as Matusiak sort of trying to hang it in there, but he's not going to be able to, and keeps first. Owen also jumps himself up, as Adam here trying to let Dino through ahead of him, and Dino manages to go up into fourth and is now on the hunt, as Imchaz now looking on the back of Adam. And on those soft tyres, you think this move would be quite easy for him, as they're going to go side by side up towards Piratella. And he's managed to get the move done, and up into fifth for the AlphaTauri.
Going back to the Owen overtake on Adam, it kind of like he need not or damage to the wing going into the move.
Yes.
So Adam's looking to not have any damage.
Cody picks up a 3-second time penalty, as the list is slowly growing, and there's yellow flags, and that's Elliott again, unfortunately.
I think we should just stay away from Elliott.
It's
not been his day.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 1 point away from getting a point, so
he could still get it. As I've just realised, everyone from 2nd to 9th are all within DRS of each other. As Owen here going for a move on Adam Matusiak, and there's been contact there, and that's Matusiak off and round.
Could that have been Owen's fault, or do you think that was Matusiak just hitting?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. As Imchaz has also had a moment, and that almost collected Adam there. And all of a sudden, they're slowly dropping like flies here.
Well,
I mean, 2 drivers around in quick succession.
That's promoted both Adam and Dino to P3 and 4.
So yeah, it's looking good, as Adam does pick up a 3-second time penalty.
Ideally, I think the Red Bulls will be hoping.
There's yellow flags, and that's Alfie now, Rain. So there's a 3rd driver on this lap.
As soon as I say that the Red Bulls need the Mercedes to spin, Alfie then spins.
Yeah, not ideal.
And might lose the position. Okay, maybe not. And Alfie's nearly put it in the wall.
Oh no.
And Alfie's doing down to P9. Yeah, Alfie's not exactly having the greatest of races for him.
Cody could have a look here to get past Adam. He doesn't have much battery, but he does have the DRS and an absolute rocket in the back of that Alfa Romeo. Is he going to fly through and take P4 in this race? So
yeah,
after not the greatest start for Cody, he's having a very nice drive now. As Imchaz also gets past Adam Matusiak.
I mean, hopefully Cody can just build up the gap.
And there's Owen spun, and oh, that's big contact with the wall.
Owen is very lucky to not have lost that back tyre.
Yeah. As
now Cody's into P3.
Yeah, Cody's on the course for a podium here, which I don't think he would have been expecting after this race was going, but he's on the soft tyres as well, I've just realised.
Yeah, 5 laps, so he could be looking, well, definitely for the podium.
He's definitely for the podium, potentially, I mean, if he can get his pace up a bit, and he's catching Dino actually.
Yeah, and Adam is also losing time on those 12 lap softs.
He's having to use the battery to try and keep within the DRS here, and he just about has done, as Alfie and Matusiak are fighting. And they've got Owen on AI in front of them. Well, this is going to be interesting, going into the corner.
Might not have. Oh, Alfie gets
oh no, and Alfie's like pushing them both through the corner, and this isn't good. Owen's AI's completely blocked them. As Alfie has to go to the pits because he's picked up damage from that. Oh no. The two
See,
sectors managed to get through.
I don't want to say anything, but as it stands, Mercedes would have won the constructors.
Yeah, they would.
So hopefully that's a kick in, you know, mainly Alfie's bollocks to get a move on.
Yeah. And well, I think he's going to need a safety car now. I think there's no hope with 8-1.
Oh yeah.
As Cody, the gap's about the same to Dino, but he is extending from Adam, so this podium is looking very comfortable for him at the moment.
I mean, after a not so great quality, him getting a podium would be pretty nice to see.
Yeah, he had one robbed off him in Austria, as he did get it originally on the track, but after short verdicts, he didn't get a penalty, but someone got theirs removed, I'm pretty sure. And
Very unfortunate for the man. Hopefully he can get a podium here today.
it'd be a nice way to, well, almost end the season off here, as all of a sudden everything's gone quiet on track. We had a DRS train from 2nd down to 9th, and now we don't have anyone within DRS except for Raphael and Alfie.
Well, I was expecting another moment go through Akamaru and Ali, but at least after his numerous moments this race, he's now in P10.
Yeah, Cody is taking a little bit of time out of Dino, so P2's on for him here. As Adam Batizia picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Oh.
I think Cody's definitely going to want this podium.
All of a sudden, this race is kind of...
It's just died off.
Yeah, it's become very dull.
Nothing really to talk about.
I mean, you can go back to your interesting facts if you want.
Right, let's think. What else have I got in the locker? As we go past where Carlos Sainz binned it in Imola qualifying on board with Adam. We were there. As Cody has dropped now down to 2 seconds behind, so maybe the softs and mediums balancing out a little bit, but definitely not on Adam's car. This is a 15 laps old, so
Yeah, I think Adam's mediums are going to be... I wouldn't say on the verge of blowing up, but they're getting there.
As that's a penalty for Elliott. Just to extend the darkened day even more. As oh my, we've got a bat. Oh no, we don't. It's just Mishakovsky trying to get past Owens AI, who's literally just get out the way.
I think Owens just thought, you know what, bun this.
Alfie's got fastest lap, and Dino's picked up a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, well, I don't expect Alfie to get fastest lap.
I mean, he's on fresh off, so
maybe it's just him. Maybe what I said might give him a kick in the bollocks and get him going.
Well, he needs a safety car, and the chances of that are unlikely. And if it is a safety car, he's got to be hoping that it's a Mercedes that crashes out.
Yeah, as he also just goes wide.
As Raphael picks up 3 seconds. And well,
I mean, from the beginning of the race, I said that there wasn't many penalties so far, and then we're getting a collection of penalties. Most of them 3 seconds, and now it was 6.
Well, the only people without them are Shaz, Owen, and Mishakovsky. As Owen's, I think he's off of AI now, and he's just going to the pits to retire. I think. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alfie's getting 2 points now because he got fastest lap, and he's also going to be in the top 10. Oh, and there's a penalty from us. I'm talking about him. Nice. He's also caught the back of Elliott there, so maybe another position for him.
One more DNF. Everyone gets points.
Yeah. As Mercedes at the moment, well, they're going to win the constructors here.
As no one's really catching anyone at the front, really.
Yeah, I know.
It's not really entertaining to watch.
Who should we have a hot lap with? Oh, yeah, let's go with him, Shaz here, why not? Oh, Owen's car's just okay, luckily out of the way. Oh, I'm bought with the AlphaTauri, let's see how he's doing at this stage of the race. He hasn't got much battery left, but I don't think it matters.
I don't think anyone has any battery.
As his yellow flags. Oh, hello, who's that? It's Mijakovsky or no, it's Matuzia.
It is Bertuzzi.
Does he have damage? No, he
No,
doesn't.
I think he just
Had a little spin.
Yeah. Yeah, coming out into the last corner. Kind of a horrible corner when you catch that curve. Does sometimes send you flying.
Yes. Chaz is actually catching up to Adam Showstack on this lap. Nice little lap from the AlphaTauri here. Yes. Very Piratella takes it quite nice. He doesn't run wide. And yeah. Enjoyable to just see this going on as he's almost caught up to the DRS range of Adam Showstack here, and he's going to be in it. So we actually might see a battle as actually on board with Alfie. He's going to go for a move into Piratella on Elliot maybe. No, he back saved. Doesn't want to risk anything suicidal.
Elliot did kind of I won't say shut the door, but he did well to block his chance to get past on the outside.
As him Chaz using the DRS here. And he's going to go for the move on Adam Showstack. He's going to go to the inside here.
As Alfie just made a move. Oh, Alfie's been spun by Elliot.
Oh no. Is that both of them range? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Oh, and Trenton's one again. I'm not really sure what happened to Elliot, but it looked like he's just gears weren't working as Alfie kind of just overtook him. And I guess he just couldn't brake in time. As Elliot's one again.
As also my timing was glitching. It randomly said Cody was in 11th.
Yeah, I saw that. It was a bit weird.
And in a second, it'll be theoretically too late for a safety car. So well.
So it's either now or never.
Come on. 30, mate. You've got 2 corners to give us a safety car. This is the last chance. And it's not going to be a safety car. Okay.
I mean, theoretically, as Alfie has just spun as I go straight into him, and he has just reset the track. Okay.
I think it's too late now for Red Bull to be in the fight for the constructors as Elliot's
as
retired in the pits.
Yeah. Fair enough to him. He's not had the greatest race, and I don't think his problems were helping him either. Well, I mean, I guess the only thing Red Bull could really want is for both Mercedes to just DNF somehow, which is very unlikely.
I mean, you never know if Chaz catches up to the back of Adam Lepage. We could see something interesting as he is doing so, as Adam...
yeah, as he just taps him off the track.
Imagine.
Puts him into the wall.
Also, you finish, you get points, so...
Yeah, that's a good sign.
Even if you DNF, you get points, actually.
Yeah. Well, at least Alfie gets fastest lap still, so that'll be additional 2 points, unless it gets taken away from him. Which
still
I don't think it will.
Still not enough for...
Yeah, still... Oh yeah, obviously still not really enough.
I mean, even if you all of a sudden teleported to 2nd place, it wouldn't be enough. As Red Bull would still be 3rd and 5th, and actually, did DNA get pole? No, he didn't actually, so that wouldn't. Could be 1 point short, but yeah. I'm just staying on board with him, Chaz, as he's slowly catching up to Adam here. And it's pretty much the only thing we can watch, is the AlphaTauri is getting loads of screen time here towards the end of the race, as he's the only person with anything interesting happening.
Yeah. Essentially, everyone's just having a Sunday drive.
Pretty much, yeah.
Maybe, just maybe, the AlphaTauri can just, not purposely by accident, just swipe Adam off track. then maybe it'll give Red Bull a bit of hope for the last.
I mean, Mercedes would still be like
8
points off the title, even if Adam DNF's here. So
yeah, Dinner would just.
Oh, he is in the DRS though, so here we go. Last 2 laps of battle. I genuinely think Adam might just let him through. as regardless have won the constructors barely.
Yeah. I mean, Adam's got not much to lose really. He can't really get a podium, and I think he's probably more concerned about make sure his mediums get to just the last lap. Without having a stroke and blowing up.
As here comes him, Chaz.
No battery, but obviously the DRS should just take him.
I mean, Adam's just gonna let him through probably.
Yeah, as Adam's got no battery.
Yeah, he's just letting him.
Move couldn't be any more simple.
As him, Chaz up into 4th.
Oh, I don't want to jinx it, but after not so great quality to being in 3rd, Cody's had an alright race.
Yeah. Podium.
Obviously, Dino also having a good race.
As long as he doesn't get another 3-second penalty, he gets a podium.
Yeah, and obviously, if he doesn't have a moment either.
Yeah. Just a nice drive from the Alfa Romeo. All round is him, Chaz. Oh, Adam's nearly gone. Hello. That would have opened it up. You know, there's just a slight little bits here and there that could change the course of this literally in an instant. As we are about to head on to the final lap. Well, 30 Georgia's made it. As his yellow flags are Alfie.
Yeah, it's not exactly.
Alfie, don't get lapped. Don't. Oh, for God's sake. He's going to get lapped, isn't he?
His teammate's going to lap him.
Oh, no. His teammate just shouldn't lap him just in case. What?
No, I think he's going to have to get lapped.
Oh, yeah, he hasn't got a front
Yeah,
wing.
yeah, Alfie's kind of not had a great race. I guess his job, even though he can't do anything, is to technically hold in off. Even though it makes no help. Technically, as it stands, Alfie finished 2nd on track, so like therefore I think sufficient.
Alright, so now he's going to finish 3rd on track as well. Dino's about to get past him. I'm surprised if he finishes last on track, knowing him, he'll sort of do some stupid.
At this point, Alfie might just cut off the track off.
And yeah, he's got Dino through hand. Well, 30 going around the final corner. A very slow end to this race. But he qualified pole, had a very good race, and up to the line, he's going to win here in Imola. As Dino's going to get 2nd, Alfie's going to go across the line last the finishers. Cody gets 3rd, gets himself a podium, which he'll be very happy with. Adam's tyres made it to the end, and that is going to confirm Mercedes to win the constructors.
Yeah.
Yes. Mijakovsky comes round to the line. Takes 7th, Matusiak. He's gonna come up to the line now. Take 8th, and then Raphael, last of the cars to finish.
Slowly taking his time, finally coming around the final corner to finish in 9th.
Well, driver of the day, Cody, yes. Yes. So, and that's now the constructors decided. And also, well, that's both decided there.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's raining again after. Nice. That's just
I
'cause
guess
it always puts the weather from the start, but yeah.
I guess the final race can.
It's Cody's internet disconnected as he crossed the line. Oh, that's close. Anyway, time to have a look at the race director. There wasn't actually like that many at the end. The middle phase of the race, absolute chaos.
Yeah. It went from pretty much lap 1 on 2, and then it just slowly became I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna take us. Sorry,
As
I'm
our
tired.
fake, yeah, as our fake Indian driver who's 100% not Indian finishes 10th with the fastest lap, so at least he gets 2 points.
Oh well. So, thank you all for watching this stream. Very anticlimactic end to the race as well. Literally, nothing happened, which is kind of a shame, but yeah. It goes as it goes, and what is that phrase I was just saying? I'm making up things now. Oh god. Let's just end this before I get even worse. But yeah, thank you all
Yeah.
for watching, goodbye.